see, see, like on some real shit. Like the reason why these dudes, right, is the way they are, is because these dudes are thirsty. I'm telling you. Look, the reason why they finding like these goth mommies and muscle mommies, because it just seems like they're just trying to find a kink, basically. They're just trying to find a kink. And it's like these dudes are already thirsty. So it's just like a chick is, this chick, she's saying that like I wouldn't say anything crazy to a woman. It's like you're not a thirsty man though. You are not a thirsty dude. So but see, I see where these thirsty dudes is coming from. Because I'm a thirsty dude. I just wouldn't say that shit, but I could see where the thirst is coming from. You know, you just trying to extremely shoot your shot by saying the most craziest shit. But it's just like, you're not, it's like these dudes wouldn't say that to somebody, to a woman for real. Like, if they ever got the opportunity to, like they say all this crazy shit, like, all the crazy stuff, right? If they got in front of a chick, like if they got in front of this chick that I'm looking at, she's very attractive too. You know, she's goth, you know, but she got the like the gold, like the, you know, like the Baphomet necklace. It's like I ain't down with that shit. But you know what I mean? Like if a dude was saying some crazy shit online, they're not going to say it in real life. Like all this crazy shit. If they see it in real life, they gonna be like where's the nearest Starbucks at? You know, just to say something to her. You know, try to get the way in. Like, oh, this near Starbucks is over there. Hey, like, oh, can I buy you a coffee or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna say no crazy shit. You know what I mean? But I just like I said, like my last girlfriend was in 2008, and then on top of that, I had to leave my city and go to New Mexico to be with this chick. I met her in New Mexico. It wasn't some arranged thing. But I had to leave my city to visit like relatives, and then I met my like girlfriend at the time. But you know, even still, when I met her, we was talking about when Britney Spears went crazy, when she was bald and beating people with umbrellas and shit. But anyway, like these dudes, it's like now the thirst is real, and it's like people feel like the Me Too movement trap dudes. You know, people are lonely and shit, so they like kind of, it's like sexual frustration, and they're kind of lashing out at the same time. And so these dudes is saying the most craziest shit. But I would say this for the dudes, right? Like these guys are saying like, I'm looking for like a goth mommy to step on me. It's like this. This is how I feel about this whole shit. I mean, I understand that people got preferences and everything, right? I 100% the preference. But you're kind of like missing out on something else. Like instead of just solely looking for like some goth chick, like it should be like, as long as you vibe with somebody, then that's the type of person you should be with. Like if she's goth, if she's like, you know, works out in the gym, it should just be on some like, we respect each other, we like each other's company, you know, we have a good time, you know, we have some things in common, or some things is like, well, I never did this, but we could like, you know, have like, you know, introduce me to certain stuff that I'm not privy to, and we could just, you know, have fun, and you know, this the whole thing. So however that chick comes in, like if she's goth, if she's whatever, then it should be like, that's how it should be. Like, keep yourself open to that possibility. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, it's just like at this point in time, I'm like, because I used to be, I was looking for a particular type of woman. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of like at this point, as long as you ain't no Trump supporter, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause usually like I would accept some chick that worships Satan over a Trump supporter. Like, I don't fuck with the devil. I don't fuck with Satan. But if she was like, I like Satan, but I'm not a Trump supporter though, then I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Cause I cannot deal with no motherfucking Trump support. I can't deal with y'all motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna have to kill a bitch on some real shit. I'm gonna have to kill a bitch if she a Trump support. I can't stand y'all motherfuckers. QAnon Trump supporters, I can't do it, bro. They're like, cause even with Scientology at one point, I was like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Cause y'all be trying to convert people and shit. But I'm just like, if she's a Scientologist and she ain't no Trump supporter, I'll be like, yo, L. Ron Hubbard, beam me up, bro. See what I'm saying? Cause y'all Trump supporters is just, y'all ain't fucking with reality, man. Like, this shit is crazy. But it's just like at the same time, no, bro, it's just like if you find anybody, like I said, if you love that person, y'all cool as shit, then it just is what it is. Like this, cause the whole, like, cause I be watching these like little goth chicks and shit. Like, it just seemed like bubblegum goth, to be honest. Like, they like cute, but they look, they look real pale. They got the black lipstick, black eyeliner, black hair, and they doing all this little cute shit. And I'm sitting up there like, they're cute and everything, but it's just something with this though. Like, I just feel like something was up with this. Like, what is the purpose of this, right? Like, they're just acting too OnlyFansy, to be honest. So I was like, then I started watching this chick. Like, I don't know her name. I think I've been watching this chick, and she was breaking it down. I was like, yeah, see, there's something with this. I knew I wasn't crazy, man. I knew something was up with these, like, goth girls. Yeah. Yeah, I knew something was up with them. So I'm like, like I said, these dudes, they just trying to find something to get into. Like I said, I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming the thirsty dude. Cause like I said, I get where the thirst is coming from. But at the same time, though, it's just too extreme with them. Like, it's just like the thirst is not subtle. The thirst is extreme. But I get it though. Damn. Anyway, yeah, I get where the thirst is coming from. But it's just like I said, y'all ain't subtle with it though. Y'all ain't smooth. But again, you missing out on other possibilities of relationships if you just solely go after one particular type of person. Cause you might have some like kinship to like some chick that's like a nerd. Like she watch anime all day. You see what I'm saying? You might really find that person attractive and appealing to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, but see, like I said, me personally, because like I said, I'm at the point in life, like I said, as long as you ain't no Trump supporter, I don't care if we vibe. But now, like, there's no way we could be vibing if you a Trump supporter, though. But I'm just saying, like, just besides that, but everything else about you is like we all click. But yo, if I see a red hat or you talking about Trump, I just can't fuck with that, man. It's like, that's nope. I can't do that, bro. I just can't do it. But anyway, yeah, for all these dudes, it's just like I said, just find whoever you could find. Like especially how hard it is to get into a relationship. Especially how, like I said, for me, I couldn't even get a chick in my city. I had to go like mad states across the US to find the chick. You know what I mean? Obviously I'm not with her now because that was like that was almost 20 years ago. But it's just like, I'm not saying, she was thick though. I do like a thick chick. You know, like a plus size woman, I do like that. But it wasn't like, she wasn't the one I thought I would have been with. And it just happened. You see what I mean? So it's kind of the same thing. Like you may be like just say for instance, like me, right? I'm looking for like a thick chick, just for the sake of argument. There's like, because I'm not married in real life, but my wife in the comic book fits the goth aesthetic though. But then I'm looking for somebody like her because it's like I've been with this character for so long mentally. There's a term for it, like you fell in love with your own creation. I forgot what it's called. But it's like I'm looking for somebody like her. But just say if like I'm out doing something, and then I like you know, click up with this like an Asian woman. And it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like I said, at this point, it's almost like I gotta take what I can get. But like, not saying I'm settling, but I'm just like, you know, we happen to click. I'm not gonna be like, I'm clicking with this Asian chick, but I'm like, I ain't really into her because I'm looking for like some plus size white goth woman because she looks like the character I created. Or a black woman or something. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pass her up because I'm looking for this woman that looks like the one I created, but in real life. Like I'm stuck with the next like 10 years not getting none because I passed up on these like women that didn't look like the one I created. So it's just like, no, it's just like if you happen to click with like if I click with a black woman, a Hispanic, Asian, it just is what it is. Like I said, especially in this time in life where people are thirsty, bro. You are in the desert. You are walking in the Sinai, dude. You are in the desert, thirsty, and here you are. Somebody gives you a glass of water, and you be like, nah, cause it's not coming from a Fiji bottle. Like, motherfucker, give me that glass, bro. I'm dying out here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. These dudes, like I'm like I said, I'm not saying you should settle or do whatever, but I'm just like I said, you gotta you just don't pass up on an opportunity. Basically, don't pass up on an opportunity if the opportunity presents itself. Because then you're going to be like, damn, I passed this up. And I'm sitting up there like, you know, beating my meat now. Because I passed up on homegirl. And you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be that. You don't want to do that shit forever. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff, especially times is hard. You need somebody to share shit with. But again, no. But on some real shit, the way because a lot of people live online, and the way how the internet has, okay, it's like how people have the devil and the angel on their shoulder, and it's your conscience, and this goes for more than just relationships. Like, you know. Like now it's like the internet is in your head. Like you got the devil and the angel and the internet. You know, like I don't want to be cupcaking. I don't want to be simping. Because these losers in the manosphere said don't simp and don't do this and don't do that. And so now you have them in your head. And now you're kind of like fucked up in the game because you're listening to these people on the internet and not listening to the shit in real life. These motherfuckers online is not real, bro. They are not real. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you gotta listen to you, and don't listen to these assholes online. Like all that simping shit, cupcake, and that's stupid, bro. Like if you love this chick, you love this woman, and y'all love each other and everything, then just it's you and it's you and her in the relationship. Like all these other people in the manosphere, they're not in your relationship. You don't know them, they don't know you. Stop listening to these people. So if you like simping, like that's stupid, because I guarantee you these same people are simping and cupcaking too. So stop. You see what I mean? Like they try to act like they're like above that and all this. And some of them don't even like women. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying, bro? So just like you listening to the wrong people. So I just like the women out there talking like, they tired of these dudes saying crazy stuff online. It's like I hear you. I 100% hear you. But you dealing with some thirsty dudes. And they just thirsty, but they're not. Most 9.5 times out of 10, they're not really. They wouldn't say this to your face like that. Like you may find one asshole that would come up to you and say some crazy shit. But like I said, 9.5 times out of 10, these dudes ain't about that life to really say that stuff online to your face. So and then like I said, these dudes is thirsty. Now the dudes on the other hand, like I said, I'm in solidarity with you. I get the thirst. I get y'all incels, like I do get you to a certain degree. But then y'all started veering off of this some culture war bullshit, and it's kind of like, stop. Don't do that shit. That shit is trash. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be that guy to be like, go outside and touch grass. Or like, here's the thing, go to the gym. Like, I go to the gym, and motherfuckers don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to somehow be in a situation where you do find somebody like that you see all the time. Like it's very, I wouldn't say it doesn't happen, but finding them outside in the wild is just kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like you have to find them, like you like work with them, where you see them all the time, like school or something like that, and then get to know them. And then I said this in my last video, one of them, you gotta get with, like, even if you find a fine one though, but you have to get one in your league. Like you're not going to find this like say if you like a dude that lives at home with your mom, or like, you know, because I even with that, I don't begrudge people living at home with their parents, because it's hard finding some shit out here. The rent is expensive, houses, people can't find houses, so people trying to shame people, oh, you live in a basement. Like, bitch, you live with your mama too. The fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, like, you're not gonna find like this businesswoman that works downtown, and you were like an incel, and you got like a regular 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't in the same circles, and trying to talk to a chick like that is out of your league. Like, if you find a chick and she's like in your neighborhood, or she works at your job, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like hoes to like. And if you find that person, even if you hook up with each other and y'all want to build and get out of your situation, that's one thing. But don't try to be like, you look like the Rat King and then be like, I'm trying to get with an Instagram model. Like, yeah, that ain't nah. You see what I mean? Like, she's just out of your league. Now, I'm not saying like you won't luck up and happen and let that will happen, but odds are you ain't really doing that, bro. You know what I mean? It all depends on where you are. And if you are somewhere, like if you're not in that type of environment, you see what I mean, bro? Because that's part of dudes problem. It's like it's like y'all trying to shoot for the moon and y'all ain't even astronauts. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta work from the ground up. And then y'all have resentment towards these women because, like, look at them and all this other stuff because you can't get with them. And then they go around doing some crazy shit when they end up on the news. Because they got this resentment and everything. It's just like, like I said, it's just these dudes, they crazy. Like I said, on one hand, I'm not trying to both sides the situation, but I kind of do feel like both parties both parties are kind of to blame. Like both parties are two sides of the same coin. It's just like dudes don't know how to talk to women. They say the craziest stuff. Your personality is fucked up. But you could change that. If you see the error of your ways, you could change the personality, right? But women on one hand kind of want dudes at this expectation that's really not attainable, or it can't be changed after a certain way. Like you could change your personality. Like I'm a misogynist. I treat women like shit. I got rage issues, but I could fix that. I could go through therapy. I could, or like, yeah, I know I'm fucked up, but I could change, right? But like even though I'm not, I'm 6 feet, but like I'm like 5'6", right? But I got a fucked up attitude, but I could change it. Now a chick is like, yeah, you could change, but since you're 5'6" or whatever I said, like, nah, and your credit score got to be high. You got to have a 6-inch dick or over. And there's like certain shit that's like you can't, like a dude can't change his height after that. You know what I mean? It's like your standards are too extreme. Too, like I said, it's too out there that can't be changed. You know what I mean? Or like that, they say that 666 shit, like you got to make 6 figures. You got to be over 6 feet. You got to have a 6-inch dick or higher. It's like, as of right now, I qualify for like 2 out of the 3. Like I'm 6 feet. My dick is over 6 inches. I'm just not at 6 figures yet. You see what I mean? And then it's kind of like the dudes kind of feel like all these women are materialistic because they gold diggers and shit. It's just like, I don't know, everybody wants money. It's just a whole thing. Like I said, the internet just fucked up everybody's shit. The internet and social media, especially social media, these dating apps, they fucked up. That's all I can say. They just in general, they fucked up. They just fucked up. So it's just like, you just gotta find people, like they say, find your community, which I'm kind of like, I haven't found that yet. But you gotta find your folks and vibe with people and shit. But this is coming from somebody that ain't got no friends or girlfriend. But I'm self-aware enough to know that's what has to be done. I'm not gonna just write it off like all these women are bitches and they fucked up and fucking all over the place and shit. Like I see what the deal is. Generally speaking, these dudes don't. But again, that's just what has to be done. You just gotta try to go out somehow. Look, I don't even have all the answers. Somehow you have to go out there and get involved in something that you like. And maybe you will find somebody that's doing the same thing. That's all I could say. And I should take that same advice. You know what I mean? So that's all I can say. That's the only advice I can give people. Just try to go out there, get involved in stuff that you like. And just whoever you meet, y'all vibe with each other, then it just is what it is. That's all I can say. Peace.